Join me as I spotlight the heart of Delaware's entrepreneurial spirit. In each segment, local small business owners share their unique journeys, from the spark of inspiration that launched their venture to the passion that drives them forward. Discover what makes these businesses special, learn about the products and services they offer, and get to know the dedicated entrepreneurs who are building their dreams right here in the first state. These are the stories behind Delaware's thriving small business community.
All right, and I am back. This is Out of the Attic live from Delaware, and it is the R2RB Small Businesses of Delaware segment. And tonight my guests are Keisha and Amp of K&As Eats right here in Delaware. They have a food truck and catering business, and they are going to. Oh, I know one other thing. You guys are a recipient of the 2024 the Official Community's Choice Awards First State Favorite. So congratulations to you for that one. And so welcome, Keisha and Amp. How are you?
Thank you for having us on.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so happy to have you. I follow you on Facebook, so I definitely, know of you. And one of these days, I'm going to find you and have some of those empanadas. So why don't you tell us about who you are, where you're from, and what you did before you started your business?
So my name is Keisha, and I'm here with my husband, Ampri. We're the owners for K&As Eats. We are a food truck and catering business. I am originally from Philly, as well as my husband. Prior to opening our business, I used to work in the medical field.
And myself, I've been in the food and beverage industry practically all my life.
Oh, wow. What inspired you, or what was the reason for starting the food truck?
Funniest thing is we came to Delaware, and when we were down here, we realized the types of food options that we were looking for wasn't around. So I threw in the idea of opening up a food truck, just throwing it in there, not thinking that it was going to even come to light, honestly.
Oh, wow.
And my husband mentioned about doing some research, just finding out some things about it and just seeing like what we would have to do just to not put our eggs in the basket.
Right.
And I did the research. There was a gentleman that we reached out to that he also owns a food truck. He answered a lot of the questions, helped us out with a lot, and still to this day. And next thing you know, we got the truck, got the person to build it.
Wow.
Things started happening from there.
Wow. Now, just let me ask you a question about getting the truck ready. That must have been like a whole production in itself to have it passed all the inspections.
And that's so funny that you mentioned that, because not a lot of people in the beginning tell you how hard that is the hardest part.
That's what I've heard. I've talked to some other, food people. Seen it on Facebook too. That is a big project in itself. So it's not for the faint of heart, I would say. So how long have you been in business?
4 years we've been in business.
Oh, wow.
3 with the food truck being out for 3 total years now.
Very nice. That is really great. What do you offer on the food truck?
On the food truck, we offer a variety of empanadas. So our top seller is our cheesesteak empanada, and of course, with us being from Philly, that had to be something that we offered down here in Delaware.
Right.
I give credit to my husband with that one, because he's like, that's the man right there when it comes to that one. And then we have so many of them. It's like we can't even fit all of them on the menu on the truck, because it's a lot to prep up.
So do you do a lot of prep before you go out to a location then?
We do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then how do you choose your locations, or do they choose you?
Well, we do a little bit of both.
Okay.
Some people reach out to us, and we kind of we go from there. We try to go to a lot of communities that we haven't been through to get our name out there, because empanadas are something that a lot of people heard about or never really taste, because in Philly we call them batalillo, because it's a highly Spanish like area. But down here they call them empanadas. So we wanted to be known for the empanadas. So that's like our specialty, and that's what when people book us, they ask us, did we do tacos? And we no, we're not Mexican, we're Spanish based truck. So there's a lot of times that we try to go to areas that know a little bit, but also ones that might be skeptical, because we know once they try it, they'll buy it.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. And so why the empanadas? Is that really what you really wanted to start with? That was really what was on the menu from the beginning?
I want to say we started with empanadas because everyone does everything else in the food truck industry. And me working in the food and beverage for so many years, everybody is known for something. Like, and I wanted us to be known for our empanadas. Like, eventually I want us to be like, how Pat's is the king of steaks, even though
Right.
I want to be known for the original empanadas, house of I want to be known as like the house of empanadas because we have so many different fillings to
Flavors.
offer. So that's what I want to be known.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to specialize in.
Well, I think you're doing a good job because every time that I'm on Facebook, the K&As Eats comes up on my feed. And you're right about Delaware. It's hard to get good food down here. I'm from Connecticut, so I'm, always looking for good food in general, and especially an empanada. I was watching one of your reels where you were making the empanadas, and it's a lot of work.
It is.
Oh my gosh. And you also do catering, right?
Yes.
The catering is separate. Do people then reach out to you on, you don't have a website? Oh, yes, you do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do. I take that back. I lied. Would they reach you there for catering?
Yes, they reach out to our website. Sometimes they actually just reach out from our number that's on like our food truck or on our Facebook or Instagram page as well.
Keisha, I saw a lot of treats on the Facebook feed as well. Is that you? Is that your baking? Is that your...
That's something that I started offering a little bit because of our children with their birthdays and always wanting to treat. So I took that under my belt, and honestly, it just became something that it ended up taking over a little bit.
So I didn't ask you this question when I sent you the questions to you, but this is a full-time, more than a full-time job, and you have a family. So how do you balance the food truck, the catering, and your family?
A crazy combination of we incorporate them as much as possible.
That's great.
The summer months are our busy months. So with them being out of school, we try to see if they can help us out as much as possible.
Well, there's life lessons right there, firsthand. That's awesome. Yeah. What makes your business unique?
I'm going to chime in just a little bit. I want to say what makes our business unique is our passion. Also, that we're strong, oriented with family. We also make our food with love. I know everyone says that, but we actually do because we actually want the input of our customers because we can always kind of like find an innovative way of making the same thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Some people, they might like tacos, so we actually will offer, like, we call it a taco nada. So we implement a taco and empanada together and infuse it.
Oh, what a great idea.
And it's good.
Yeah, and I would think sometimes you have to, think quick on your feet to put it all together and stay true to your empanadas. Mm-hmm. Wow, I like that. Anything else that makes your business stand out?
I definitely say the dough. Our dough, something we wanted to master and make sure it had the authentic taste of feeling like, kind of like your grandmom's cooking. Like, remember growing up and eating your grandmom's food, and it was just always something about that.
Right.
And also, we have a stamp on our empanadas, so that kind of is like our signature thing.
That's
if
so
it's
cool.
a special, it won't have a stamp. So people now, they look for that stamp because they're like, doesn't have a stamp on there. And we're like, it's because it's a special.
I saw that. That is such a great idea. That really is. And just going back to your dough, do you find that cooking here in Delaware this is going to sound weird, I think, with the water here versus water in Philly, and because I know for myself, it's very hard to get good bread down here, if that doesn't sound crazy in itself.
I'm going to chime in on that. I never used to drinking, we call it in Philly school punch, but ever since we've been together for over 17 years, she's always been buying like purified water, or we've been buying like spring water, so she still uses that a lot. Use a filtration system, but she uses filtered water or even spring water no matter what she does, except for when we take a shower.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, then you kind of know what I'm talking about because, being so close to New York and everything when I'm, up in Connecticut, it just tastes different down here. I don't know, but so it's, I know people might think I was crazy on that question, but I'm glad you didn't think I was.
Not at all. That's how we call the name School Chill Punch, because it's from the school chill and it's water.
There you go. I like that. Oh my gosh. So where do you have your schedule? I know you said you don't put it out to Monday, but do you know where you might be this week?
Yes, this week we have actually a great event that's coming up on Saturday, June 14th. We're going to be at the Smyrna at Night event, and that's happening from 12 noon to about 9 p.m.
That I have not been to that one yet. I've only been down here permanently for 3 years. It is on my to-do list to get up there for that. I hear that is a big event.
Very big event. Yeah, it's a free event, so it's open to the public, and you just have to purchase, the food from the different food vendors and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get up there next weekend for that one, for this. And I know they have all the local indie music as well that gets up there. So where can people find you, contact you? Or did you have any other places you wanted to share where you'll be this past week?
So we're dedicating the rest of the weekend to fathers, which is going to be for him for Father's Day. So
nice.
We tried to limit what we were doing this weekend.
There you go.
But as far as our contact information, we do have a website, and it's www.K&As.com. We also share a lot of our information on our Facebook page, K&A Eats. And then we do have an Instagram as well. It's K_A Eats. And then we have a telephone number as well. So all of that is always posted on, I think, pretty much everything, website and social media pages.
Awesome. Well, it was so nice to speak to the both of you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Like I said, I've been following you on Facebook, and I'm so glad that you came on and let everybody know about K&As Eats. And I am looking forward to trying one of your empanadas. I will find you and stalk you and get one of those. Is there anything else you'd like to share that we haven't touched on?
We have a TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
and like
TikTok.
I said, what sets us apart is our passion for cooking. And on the TikTok, we actually had a guy from Amazon delivering food, and we were just cooking food for home. And he dropped the package and was talking to our youngest son about how good the food smelled, and is that how he eat every day? And it just made us feel good, to let us know how people could just smell it.
That's
and
really
appreciate
nice.
good
Oh,
food before you taste it.
I like that. That is great. Oh, that's awesome. Keisha and Amp, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I look forward to meeting you in person.
Yes, thank you.
Likewise.
You're all right. Don't go anywhere. Let me start up some music, and I will be back.
Thank you for joining me for another R2RB Small Businesses of Delaware segment. I'm proud to showcase the incredible entrepreneurs who make our state's business community so vibrant. If you're a Delaware small business owner who'd like to share your story, or if you have questions about my segment, please reach out. I'm Deb Lamata, and you can contact me at info@r2rb.com or visit our website at www.r2rb.com. Until next time, keep supporting local Delaware businesses.